Yo, back with another one. I'm here to talk about another classic from the West Coast. DJ Quik releasing his debut, Quik Is The Name, one of my favorites, of January 15th of 1991. And yes, it was released through Profile Records, and the album was produced by Quik and his executive producers, Courtney Branch and Tracy Kendrick, and the recording sessions took place in 1990 at Westlake Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California, with a production budget of $30,000. And you definitely got amazing bangers. You got the title track, Born and Raised in Compton, and Tonite, definitely classics. And the album debuted and peaked at number 29 on the US Billboard 200 chart, selling over 50,000 copies of its first week in America. And the album was certified gold 4 months after its release on May 30th of 1991. May 30th, 1991. And platinum 4 years later on July 26, 1995. And as of 2005, the album has sold over 168 203 million copies in the US. And Quik was signed by Profile Records in the summer of 1990 after they heard his 1987 mixtape, The Red Tape. It's the same cover, but it was Red Tape. It was called The Red Tape on here. Same exact cover, but it was called The Red Tape. And he was the most expensive signing that Profile had ever acquired, and was also the first artist to have got a six-figure deal on the label. And Quik reviewed to Vibe that Quik Is The Name was originally supposed to be a mixtape that I was going to sell in the hood. I recorded it on a Tascam 4-track. I did all the overdubs, all the blending, and mixed it down on one of those Maxwell metal tapes they used to sell. But along comes Dave from Profile Records looking for me like, hey dude, I heard your cassette, man. Come sign with me. Come sign with us. Come sign with us. Ha ha ha. And there was a bidding war between Fred Mono at Select Records and Corey Robbins and Profile. Corey ultimately ended up beating Fred out, and I signed with Profile. And more to it, in an interview, Quik reviewed that Profile Records gave him a $30,000 budget to mix the record over. And he said, if you do the math, a $1,000 a day studio, if we get Quik Is The Name done in less than a month, that's more money in my pocket. So we got it done in 17 days. We dumped everything out of the SP1200, brought the turntables into the studio, scratched all the hooks, did all the overdubs, and brought in a bass guitar player to fatten up the sound because we would lose a lot of the bass from sampling. We recorded some of the album at Westlake Recording Studios in Santa Monica, which is where Michael Jackson did Thriller. And it was a trip being in there mixing Tonite on those big boards, knowing that Michael was coming in and out of there tonight. The Tonite synth was programmed by LA Dream Team's former member and producer, The Real Richie Rich. And yes, the album's lead single, Born and Raised in Compton, was released on December 4th of 1990, and it peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs and spent 14 weeks on the chart. The album's second single, Tonight, was released on June 10th of 1991, and it peaked at number 49 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the US Rap Songs chart. And the song became his most successful and highest charting single to date. And the album's third and final single, Quik Is The Name, was released in 1991, and the single did not chart, but still an amazing song though. Alex Henning of Rap City wrote that Quik's debut set the groundwork for the G-Funk era, largely due to the success of Tonite. Much like Warren G, Quik focuses less on violence and more on mind-altering substances. Ladies and Cold Chillin', the optimistic born and raised in Compton, offers a remedy to the hard life in the ghetto. And Alex Henderson of All Music wrote that in 1991, begged the question, does rap really need yet another gangster rapper? Indeed, by that time, rap had become saturated with numerous sound-alike gangster rappers, most of whom weren't even a fraction as interesting as such as pioneers of the style as Ice-T, NWA, and Schoolie D. Nonetheless, rapper-producer DJ Quik turned out to be more noteworthy than most of the gangsta rappers who debuted that year. Lyrically, the former gang member who grew up in the same LA ghetto as NWA, Compton, doesn't provide any major insights. His SEX malt liquor gang banging imagery was hardly groundbreaking in 1991, but his hooks, beats, and grooves, many of which owe a depth to 1970s soul and funk, are likable enough. Entertainment Weekly writer James Bernard said that the secrets of this debut success, it has sold over 500,000 copies, and it's unashamed, down-to-earth warmth, and its full thumping beats, which sound better in your car than at home. Through it all, DJ Quik, who wrote, arranged, and produces the name, raps to us as if we were his best friends, hearing him talk about his weekend on Monday morning during first period at school. Quik Is The Name appeared on several critics' top albums list. In 1998, the album was listed on the Source list of the 100 greatest rap albums of all time list, and the album was listed at number 28 of the 50 greatest debut albums in hip-hop history by Complex. In 2022, Rolling Stone placed the album at number 156 on its list of the 200 greatest hip-hop albums of all time, and the magazine writers Mozzie Reeves said, the instrumental track Quiks Groove is further evidence that Quik's dynamic musicianship offers funky multitudes that can't be limited by gangsta rap stereotypes. American rapper Kendrick Lamar named it as his favorite album of all time. Man, this album will always be a classic forever, man. This is a West Coast gem. I'm going to let y'all know that. One of my favorites right here by Quik. And yes, I did meet Quik 9 years ago at a show. He was the coolest ever, man. He's a legend forever. So yes, you got songs like Sweet, Black, and then Tonite, Born and Raised in Compton, Deep, the Bombudd, the Dedication, Quik Is The Name, the title track, Loked Out Hood, 8 Ball, Quiks Groove, Tear It Off, I Got That Feelin', and Skanless. And I did buy this record at FYE, for your entertainment, when it was in Fullerton. But it sucks they shut it down. I was disappointed. But then they became black after that because all the good stuff is like not even there anymore. But hey, what mattered to me is that when I saw this, I grabbed it. And I only paid $17, $20 for it. Hey, that's a steal. And this is definitely a classic forever. A classic forever. What is your favorite song off the album? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy. God bless. Stay safe. If you don't have this album, go search for it and bump it on your turntables. Peace.